Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Livin La Vida Lidka, where we focus on food, fashion, fitness, and fun. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about something very personal to me, and that is my acne story. I suffered with severe acne for 10 years, and I'm not talking about the regular acne that just flares up from time to time, a zit here or there. I'm talking about chronic cystic acne that felt like lumps on top of lumps, marbles that were inflamed in my skin that affected my lymph nodes. It affected my appearance obviously, and it definitely ruined my self-esteem. I know that there are many people out there that are suffering with situations and circumstances that's much worse than acne, but unless you have severe acne, you can probably appreciate where I'm coming from, and I can only speak about the things that have affected me, and up until this point, acne has been my problem. For 10 years, 10 solid years, I felt bitter. I didn't want to leave the house. I couldn't even smile because my skin, my face, it hurt so bad. I went to every doctor I could, every dermatologist. I tried all the medications, the topical solutions, the popular things that you'd see on TV. You name it, I tried it, and it still didn't work. It didn't even help most of the time, and when it did, it was just temporary. After that, it felt like my acne would come back with a vengeance. Acne was draining. People don't realize that having acne isn't just a physical cosmetic problem. Acne really damages your self-esteem, and it can lead to severe depression, which it did for me, because not only did I feel like I looked horrible, but I isolated myself from the world. Some days I would wake up in the morning and run straight to the mirror to see just how bad my skin was and have to decide, oh my gosh, how am I gonna put on a happy face for the public when I go to school or university or work. Acne can damage your psyche to the point that even after you've cured the acne, you're still trying to build yourself up psychologically. I was fed up, I was tired, nobody was helping me. I felt like I was being let down by the medical community, and so I had to take things into my own hands. Luckily, your problems may be long, but not forever, and I finally discovered someone willing and capable to treat the underlying problems for my acne, as opposed to just masking what was happening on the outside. I met this lady that had a spa that focused on dealing with people like me with severe cystic acne, and the minute I walked through her door, she looked at me and said, "What are you eating?" She insisted on finding out what it was that I was eating on a consistent basis before we even got any further into our conversation. So I told her, all proud, I was drinking carrot juice made with milk because I thought that carrots were excellent for the skin. And she stopped me right there and said, "Milk? My dear, milk is damaging to your health, cow's milk that is, and that's the reason, or that's part of the reason why your skin is in such terrible shape." That was profound for me, because up until that point, I had never put two and two together to think that maybe what it is that I'm ingesting is affecting me in more ways than one. From that day, I cut out all cow's milk. I started reading labels, eating more whole grains and vegetables, and really trying to tune in on what my body needed in terms of nutrition that would help my skin get better as opposed to make it worse. And it worked. There were no pills, no magic potions, just changing my diet, cleaning it up, and making sure that I was eating healthy consistently on a day-to-day basis. I thought at that moment I would never have clear skin, but here I am today, and I'm very excited to tell you what it is that worked for me and what I think you should try or incorporate to see if you're gonna be better with your skin as well. With all that said, here are my top 5 suggestions for how I cured my acne healthy and naturally. Number 1, cut out the cow's milk. No cow's milk, not even if it's the last ingredient in something that you're eating. Make sure there's no trace of it whatsoever. Instead, try incorporating almond milk, coconut milk, or hemp milk as healthier alternatives, and I guarantee you will see a difference just from doing that. Number 2, start a food diary. So there are other foods that I strictly avoid in addition to cow's milk, such as white rice, high fructose corn syrup, carrageenan, which you can find in some milks as well. Those ingredients are not healthy and purposeful for my skin, so I avoid them. Having a food diary will help you document and remember what you've been eating. So if you do happen to see a flare-up, you can probably refer to a couple days before and see what it is you ate that maybe contributed to that flare-up. I highly recommend you do this. It not only helps with your skin, but it can also be a helpful weight loss tool. Number 3, get your hormones tested. I discovered that I was estrogen dominant, basically meaning that my hormones were out of whack. And that causes a whole host of problems in addition to acne, such as fatigue, weight gain, depression. The list goes on and on. Check your hormones because that could be something that's contributing to your bad skin. Number 4, now that you've cleared up your eating habits and you've checked to make sure that your hormones are in balance, I strongly suggest that you focus on the colon. To me, the colon is one of the most important parts of your body, and keeping it clean makes a drastic difference. Here are some quick tips to getting a clean colon. Make sure when you wake up in the morning, first thing you drink warm water and lemon juice. That's really gonna help flush out your system and detoxify you and get you regular. Also make sure you're incorporating a lot of fiber-rich foods. That's really important as well. Number 5. Watch Livin La Vida Lidka. It's always great when you can channel a negative experience and make it positive, and I really believe that all my struggles over these years were meant for something. And once I realized the power that food had on my overall well-being, I was determined to learn more. My show, Livin La Vida Lidka, is an all-encompassing lifestyle show that will focus on food, fashion, fitness, and fun. But in regards to meals, we are going to be going on a journey together to discover healthy, delicious meals that do more than just fill our bellies. Livin La Vida Lidka will highlight gluten-free, dairy-free, vegetarian meals that heal. So please subscribe to my channel and make sure you don't miss any updates. Thank you so much for watching my story. I do hope that you'll incorporate some of these tips, or at least research more about them to see which ones you can incorporate. Please make sure that you consult your physician if you are going to do any radical changes to your diet. And also do your research through trial and error, and with an open mind, we'll all prevail. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Ciao!